Hey friend, welcome to the BotBuhdy AI report. Today we've got a packed show for you. Meta's AI picked workers on maternity and medical leave to be fired. New York just became the first state to ban new AI data centers. Major study. The music industry just created official AI labels for songs. And finally, China's biggest AI show ever opens tomorrow. Let's get into it.
26 people are suing Meta, and the story behind that lawsuit is exactly the kind of thing the AI industry did not want getting out. These workers, all current or former Meta employees, claim the company used an artificial intelligence system to decide who gets laid off. And here is the part that is really going to sting. The lawsuit alleges that the AI disproportionately selected people who were on medical leave, parental leave, or family leave at the time. We are talking about workers who were out sick or who had just had a baby, getting flagged by an algorithm for termination. Meta has not confirmed the specifics of how it conducted its layoffs, but if the claims hold up, this becomes the first major legal case directly challenging AI-driven discrimination in corporate workforce decisions. Think about the scale of what that means. Hundreds of companies have already adopted automated HR and performance tools. If those systems are quietly penalizing people for taking protected leave, this lawsuit could open the floodgates. Meta booked record profits while cutting thousands of jobs. Now a judge may get to decide exactly how those cuts were made.
Wow. Okay, so that just happened. This next one really blew my mind.
New York just did something no other state has dared to do. Governor Kathy Hochul signed an executive order this week putting a one-year freeze on construction of new hyperscale AI data centers. Any facility drawing more than 50 megawatts of power is now completely stopped in its tracks while the state figures out what this infrastructure explosion is doing to the energy grid and the environment. New York is the first state in America to put the brakes on AI infrastructure at this scale, and the reaction from the tech world has been exactly what you would expect. The industry is furious. We are talking about billions of dollars in planned investment suddenly on hold. President Trump weighed in quickly, calling the moratorium anti-growth and attacking it publicly. But here is why Hochul did it. AI data centers are not like normal buildings. A single hyperscale facility can consume as much electricity as a small city. And the build-out has been accelerating so fast that grid operators have been sounding the alarm for months. New York looked at what was coming and decided to pause and study before committing to a future where AI competes with residents for power. Other states are watching very closely. If this holds up legally, it could be the blueprint for a whole wave of similar moves.
Now this one is a little concerning. This is something we should all be paying attention to.
Here is something that should make you uncomfortable, no matter where you sit politically. A study released today by the Meta Oversight Board tested 10 major AI systems, the models you use every day from Meta, Anthropic, and OpenAI, and found a deeply troubling pattern. When researchers asked these models to write criticism of authoritarian leaders, Xi Jinping, Saudi Arabia's crown prince, they frequently refused, said they could not, declined to engage. But when those same researchers asked for criticism of democratic leaders, Western politicians, the models had no problem. The study tested things like writing protest pamphlets, composing limericks about political figures, and giving reasons someone might join a demonstration. The asymmetry was consistent across all 10 models tested. Now, this is not necessarily intentional. It could be training data. It could be safety filters that were poorly calibrated. But here is the thing. The effect is the same regardless of the cause. You have major American AI systems that are functionally more protective of authoritarian governments than democratic ones. As these tools become more and more central to how people communicate, consume news, and form political opinions, that asymmetry matters enormously. The question nobody seems to want to answer is, who decided this and when?
Now this next story really got me thinking. This could change everything.
The music industry just stopped fighting AI and started labeling it instead. A coalition of major music organizations, led by the RIAA, announced a new voluntary global labeling system this week. From now on, tracks can carry one of two labels. AI-generated means the artificial intelligence was responsible for creating the primary creative elements of the recording. Think vocals, instruments, the core of the song. AI-assisted means a human artist was in the driver's seat, but used AI tools along the way. The idea is simple. Give listeners, platforms, and artists a clearer picture of what they are actually listening to. And the timing makes sense. AI-generated music has exploded on streaming platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube are flooded with tracks where it is genuinely hard to tell if a human was involved at all. This labeling system is voluntary, which means adoption will depend entirely on whether platforms and labels actually enforce it. But if they do, it reshapes the economics of streaming. Listeners who care about human artistry get to make that call. Artists who resent competing against AI get at least some transparency, and the industry gets ahead of what would otherwise be a very messy regulatory fight. It is not a ban, it is a label. Whether that is enough is the real question.
Okay, this next one. I am genuinely excited about this. You are going to love it.
While New York is banning data centers and Silicon Valley is dealing with lawsuits, China is about to put on the biggest AI show the world has ever seen. Starting tomorrow, Shanghai hosts the 2026 World Artificial Intelligence Conference, and the numbers are staggering. Over 1,100 companies, more than 300 global product launches, 140 separate forums covering everything from AI research to industrial applications to global governance. This is the largest edition of this conference since it launched in 2018, and it is not just a trade show. China's National Development and Reform Commission is planning to drop 2 major AI policy frameworks at the event, documents that could define how artificial intelligence gets governed across a significant portion of the world. The theme this year is AI Partnership for a Brighter Future, which is China's way of positioning itself as the cooperative, responsible global leader in AI, while the U.S. debates lawsuits and moratoriums. Whether you buy that framing or not, the scale and ambition of what China is staging here is impossible to ignore. 300 product launches in 4 days. That is not a conference. That is a statement.
That's all for today, friend. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I will see you tomorrow with more AI news. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and remember, leverage your intelligence.